News, and today I'm producing this program from the 23rd Annual Joint Convention between the Montana Ag Business Association and Montana Grain Elevators Association here in Great Falls, Montana. Now our guest this morning is Mark Hogland with Bayer Crop Science. And Mark, you were one of the presenters to several of these participants a couple nights ago here in Great Falls. You talked about some of those mega trends right now in agriculture. One of those issues that we're watching very closely is cap and trade.
Yeah, absolutely. Climate change is a real issue. We spend a lot of time looking at it, and of course, domestically, we're paying real close attention to what is happening with cap and trade. In my belief, it'll impact everybody, whether you're a producer in Montana or us as a manufacturer. Now, from our standpoint, it'll be a negative for us. Where a producer in Montana, it'll probably be a positive. And one of the things that I've thought about is, this thing could work out where we have to come out and actually purchase credits if this cap and trade thing continues, so that when we operate our plants, of course, we operate at a deficit, where a producer would operate at a positive.
The other message you presented to a lot of these folks is Bayer Crop Science is investing a lot of dollars in the area of innovation, research, and development. Talk about this.
Well, it's exciting, especially us working for Bayer. And you're right, Russ. By the time we get to 2013 or 14, we'll spend about 750 million euros annually on research and development, both as far as agrochemicals or hard chemicals and biotechnology. We believe we have to. Some of the megatrends, growing population with a constant or maybe even a decreasing land situation, improving wealth around the world, and when wealth improves, they want to eat better, so it increases demand. So the way you overcome that is through innovation, where we do things better, produce more from a constant land area.
Very well said. Again, we're visiting with Mark Hogland with Bayer Crop Science. Now these messages.
Mom calls us her dynamic duo. We turn off lights that aren't being used and other stuff. She says we're saving the planet, but we know we save her gobs of money too. We're saving energy by turning things off. What can you do? Find out at togetherwesave.com.
Energy saving tips brought to you by Tri-State and your local Touchstone Energy cooperatives, always looking out for you.
Tire-Rama will get you there. So much more than a tire store. Tire-Rama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Tire-Rama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Tire-Rama, not us. Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama will get you there.
Continuing our conversation this morning with Mark Hogland with the Bayer Crop Science folks, again doing this program from Great Falls, Montana at the Montana Ag Business Association and Montana Grain Elevator Association Convention. Mark, before the break we were talking about innovation on your part, a little bit about cap and trade. What about biotechnology? Let's not dance around this issue anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said earlier, we're investing a lot of money in R&D, and biotech will be a big part of that. My personal belief is that we have to move forward with biotechnology in wheat. It's one of those situations where if you look at the total U.S. market, we've fallen behind corn and soybeans. And if you're a wheat producer that can grow corn and soybeans, that's what you do, because the opportunity cost if you grow wheat's too high. And our belief is we've got to invest in new varieties. We've got to have varietal improvement, and we've got to close that gap between wheat and corn and soybeans. We just have to have better varieties. And I think biotechnology has got to be a key component on how we do that. I think we have to move forward. Now, one of the things that's happened, and of course Montana knows this as well as anybody, sugar has moved forward without any issues with GMO sugar beets. And I think in many ways that sets the stage for wheat. And I think we can build off of that and go from there.
Well, I think you said it, and you hit the nail right on the head. If wheat and these farmers out here in the Northern Plains are going to effectively compete with those row crops, biotechnology is going to have to be in their toolbox of tools. So Mark Hogland with Bayer Crop Science, thanks for being with the program this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, that's a look at your farm and ranch news. I'm Russell Nemetz.